All right. Now we're going to switch and go to PAL. So, um, PAL is an anatomy virtual assistant thing, um, and go through. I can show you the individual bones and stuff like that. All right. So. This is the rest of the cage. Okay. So let's find a good view. Scapula. Okay. So here's the scapula and the clavicle. And so here's the joint. Okay. So here we're looking at um, the person if we were facing him and kind of from up top. Okay. So here's the clavicle. Okay. Clavicle basically has really few parts: a sternal end, a acromial end, and a shaft. Okay. Okay. So the scapula, the acromial end attaches to the acromion. Okay. You don't have to know the AC joint, but this is the AC joint. Okay. Okay. And then here is the spine. So you can see the spine actually lead to the acromion. Okay. The spine separates this into the supraspinous fossa, and underneath here, like you can't see it, right? If you look through that area, you'll see the infraspinatus fossa. Okay, this is a subscapular fossa, which is again underneath the scapula. Okay, all right. Let's see what else I can see on here to show you guys. Okay. Next slide. This is just the clavicle. So you can see the sternal end and the acromial end. The acromial end is flatter. The sternal end is more wider, more circular. Looks slightly like ice cream cone. Okay, this is probably a better picture of the scapula. Okay, the acromial end, sternal end. Okay. Okay, this is better view of the scapula. This is a scapula looking from the front, right? So you can see the subscapular fossa here. You can see the coracoid process right there. This is a glenoid cavity, okay, or glenoid fossa. It doesn't matter which way you put it. Okay, that's the acromion. Those are the three angles. Superior angle, right? Inferior angle. Okay. All right. That right there is a subscapular fossa. Okay. That is a glenoid cavity. That's the spine. That leads to the acromion. Okay. Here. Supraspinous fossa, infraspinous fossa. Okay. Okay. That's it. This is a really weird view. Okay. So now I can go to upper limb. Okay. So here is the humerus. The humerus has a head, right? So head, neck, right? And anatomical neck. The lesser tubercle, the groove, and the greater tubercle. Okay. This right here is the deltoid tuberosity. Okay. here, the distal end of it is a little bit more complicated. So you have the trochlea here, you have the here, you have the medial epicondyle here, and the lateral epicondyle. Okay, inside the cell indentation is the cornoid fossa. Okay, so next slide here. Only the proximal end, distal end, lateral view, not really useful one, posterior view. Okay, posterior view, you can see your actual elbow joint. So that's the olecranon fossa. It fits into the olecranon of the ulnar. And the trochlea is where the elbow actually uses as leverage for turning. Okay. Okay. So now you can see the entire elbow, how it's actually constructed. So, okay. This is the anatomical position. Okay. So when you flex your arm, the coronoid process goes into the coronoid fossa. Okay. This is the head of the radius. The head of the radius fits into the capitulum here, and it fits into the ulnar notch right here. Okay. Or the radial notch of the ulnar, sorry. Okay. So there's the head of the radius. There is the tubercle of the radius, or radial tuberosity, and the neck, which is right underneath the head. They didn't show that. Okay. Okay. So here's the back with the elbow joint completely intact here. So you can see the elbow here. That's the olecranon of the ulnar. And behind that is the olecranon cavity of the radius, or olecranon fossa of the radius. Okay. Now let's go back to the hands. So you can see it down here. Okay, this is the styloid process, and it'll show the styloid process in the ulnar right there. Okay, and that's okay. All right. Okay. One more thing to show you. That's the trochlear notch. Okay. The trochlear notch attaches to the trochlea. Okay. Ulnar. Okay. Let's move past all the radius and ulnar things. Okay. So you can see the bones of the hand. Anterior view, right side. So looking at the person. So you're looking at his palm, the palm of the hand if he actually had one. Okay, if I had flesh. Okay. All right. First of all, the bones. Okay. So they won't let you go over wrist bones on this one. Okay. So the metacarpals. Metacarpal 1, metacarpal 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 1 through 5 has to be Roman numerals. Okay. These are the proximal phalanges. These are the middle, and these are the distal. Okay, again, to get full credit, you need to tell me the number 1 through 5. Okay. Okay. Next slide. Okay. Okay. Now you can go over the wrist bone. So let's go big, small. So okay. Or actually, let's go in the order of the acronym. Okay. So scaphoid. Uh, Quintrol, you can't see the physiform from this angle. So second row, tab, tab, tab. So here you can see the physiform from this side, usually. Okay, still missing. Um, Physiform is that. Okay, this one right here, but they don't label it here. Okay, but make sure you label it on your slides. Okay. Um, all right, so let's go from a mandibular skeleton to pelvic girdle, the mandibular skeleton. Okay, so first things first. Okay, ilium. Okay, that's a acetabulum. All right, let's see if I can find one with better. Okay, much better. That's the ilium. That's the iliac crest. Okay, here are the 4 spines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that right there is the greater sciatic notch. It's okay. That's the greater sciatic notch right there. Okay. Uh, there's no great thing on here. Uh, okay, so here you can see the ischium. Okay, this whole bone is the ischium. In particular, that part, the ischial tuberosity, is the thing that you're actually sitting on. Okay, so this right there is the upper. Okay, okay, pubis. Good. So here's the pubis. Okay, the only thing on the pubis that you have to identify is the pubic symphysis, which They'll show you the straightforward view. Okay, so let's take a look exactly your hip joint. So, okay, you see this here, the acetabulum's here, the head of the femur fits in there. That's the neck. Okay, this is a greater trochanter. All right, there we go. Female hips and male hips. Okay. Okay. So left, this is male, this is female. Do you see how this is a widened, the female one is a widened out version of the male one? Okay. 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 So pubic symphysis. Okay. So this one is much wider. It's narrow. It's narrower. Okay. Shorter, but wider. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Okay, so here, now you're looking down into the hip, and now you can see the most obvious difference. This is a male, this is a female. Bigger hole, smaller hole, okay? And the other thing you can see is the coccyx. The coccyx of the male kind of turns up a little bit, um, and it blocks that hole partially. The female one is straighter and doesn't block it nearly as much, okay? Okay. Okay, so this was where I was trying to show you the angle. This angle 75 degrees versus that angle is 105 degrees. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the coccyx of the male is more ventral, so it's more forward. The female one is more back, dorsal. Okay. Okay. Now let's finish. This is the femur. You have a head. You have the neck. You have the greater trochanter. You have the lesser trochanter. Okay. And here on the bottom part, you just have the epicondyles. Okay. And then you have the condyles. Okay. The condylar surface. Okay. Look. Ah, posterior view right side. Okay, better. Okay. So here you can see the greater trochanter, lesser trochanter, and the inter. Okay, good. You can also see the linear. Okay. Here from the back, you can see the condyles better. Okay. All right. Let's look at the feet, not the femur. Oh, actually, this is really cool. So here's the head of the femur, and here you can see the fovea. Okay, it attaches to a big ligament called a ligamentum teres. Okay, that ligament hip plugs into your hip. So unless you tear that ligament, you can't pop your hip out. Okay. Um, okay. I kind of want to use this to show you the different parts of a long bone. Okay. So here you have spongy bone. Okay. You can see it being spongy here. Um, you have diaphysis here. So this is epiphysis. This is someone called a metaphysis, but our book treats both of these the same and calls it epiphysis. Okay. You can see the compact bone on the sides, the medullary cavity in the middle here. Okay. Um, you can also see, if you look at this picture very closely, you'll see there's a line running down the middle here. Let me show you. Let me see if I can show the labels. Okay. There's a line down here that's called epiphyseal line. So this is definitely an adult. Okay. With a child, it'll be a plate. Okay, there's another line right here that it's harder to see, but you can visualize it again right there. There's a patella. So, okay, the fibula and tibia. This is a fibula. This is a tibia. The tibia, there's very few things I want yes and no. Starting with that thing. The medial malleolus here, lateral malleolus. Okay, and then the tibial tuberosity right there, which I'll point out in this one. Okay, again, this is what I want to show you. The tibia doesn't actually interact with the knee. The knee is actually up here, the tibia. The fibula is actually in the back. It doesn't actually attach to the knee at all. Okay. So let's go to the feet a little bit. Oh, that's the tibia tuberosa. Okay. So let's go to the feet a little bit. Okay. So let's go through all the bones of the feet. This is not a great view, but you can see the talus up top. Okay. So the talus is up top. Okay. This is a calcaneus. Okay. All right. And then back's a crappy view. Okay. This side view is great. So you can see the cuneiform. You can see the pillar. Okay. You can see like actually this book actually has it wrong. It should be metatarsal eye, right? Not the Arabic letter. Okay. But anyway. Okay. So here you can see the inferior view. And here you can see how they do look like wedges, especially these two. All right. All right. So I'm gonna stop my presentation right here. Okay. So hopefully you should review this at least a couple times. Label actually the PowerPoint. Okay. All right.